Hey guys, so this video I'm going to cover the Toreando defense.
The two main things we're trying to avoid when the guy goes for the Toreando, and what I mean by Toreando is he's controlling both pants. There's a couple different variations for how people will do this. They may try to pull your legs to the floor, they may try to push your legs to the side, but we're focusing primarily just on the guy having the pants, and there's going to be a few small variations, all right? Okay, so the most important thing I want to start with is two things. Whatever side he's passing to, if he's going this way, I don't want to let this leg get open and separate it from the elbow and knee. If I get this elbow-knee separation, he can put his knee on my stomach, and now it's really hard to get movement. The other one is I don't want to let my hips get turned, so you can go this way. If I let my hip get turned over to face away from him, it's really hard to get this foot back on anything. I don't have much movement, right? You could try to come up and do this recompose, but that gets you exposed to a stack or your back. So I just generally want to avoid that, right? So the most important thing I focus on, if he goes to this side, I want to keep this knee tight, I frame, and I want to use this elbow on the floor for drive to stop my hip from turning. He's trying to pressure my hip this way, so my elbow driving into the floor helps keep it strong facing up. And then I frame the hip, or the thigh, right? This can be on different spots, but the main thing is the elbow here, right? The elbow drives into this. If I do this and the elbow drops, this will drop over, right? You need the elbow open. So a lot of times, like in the beginning, like you're grip fighting, looking for something, looking for your grips, and then you mess up and the guy goes, so I strike the floor with my elbow really quick. You'll actually hear that impact, right? And then I kind of use my core to help turn my hips to face him. I can't let myself get turned away. It becomes really difficult then, right? So you kind of get good at this over time. So you're fighting, and the move comes, boom, you block, right? I turn my hip in, frame, and block here. Now what I'm looking to do is get my foot in the bicep. Okay, sometimes it's a little bit difficult. Maybe the guy's holding like your ankle or your shin, or he's got a good grip here. So when I frame here, keep coming at me, it's hard for him to really keep driving forward. And see how he's almost like circling around? If I block here, when I pull down on this, like this, kind of like a action figure toy, right? Like that arm chopping motion, right? If I do that there, it helps center me up a little bit. It makes it easier to get this foot in. Once I get this foot in, I can center up, all right? So I'm here, he's got the pants, he goes around, boom, block, make sure my hip kind of faces that way a little bit, frame the hip so it doesn't get turned over, get the foot in the bicep and come up, right? Sometimes if the grip is like lower on the pants for whatever reason, you can't go underneath. Sometimes it's easier to go over top. So you just have to feel what's easier, going over top of the grip or going underneath, right? If he has the ankle sometimes, it can be hard to get the foot straight in. So rather than trying to go straight up to the bicep, go across with your foot first, right? So look, my foot here, it's going directly to the side over here, and then the foot comes up and you can fight the rest, right? So I would be like this, I go over, up, and now the hand and the foot here work to center me back up. From here, I can start looking for the sleeves for spider guard, or if he's close, I'd grab the ankle, or I can just push him away, trying to set up and set up your game. There is a point where you don't want to be sleeping when the guy starts passing, right? If I'm just waiting here and I let him get a good strong drive, of course it's a lot harder the more I let him get around. So when I'm actually here and he starts trying to set up a Toreando, I always have my legs moving. Like that old school Gracie stuff works, right? Like I always have my legs moving. He's trying to get good grips to do this. Even if I don't play spider, this is just frustrating. Actually, make grips. You see, like every time he gets a grip, I just loop over top. It messes his grip up. Keep grabbing. Like, yeah, do it hard, yeah. See, so he doesn't even get a good angle in the first place. And then if you, in the case that you do mess up or you were tired and you got caught just like getting back to your guard and he hits it good, boom, you block, right? Frame here, foot in the bicep, center up. All right?